Okay, so let me stop playing around. I have not been on YouTube in a minute, and that is because, as I think the last video I touched on it a little bit, where I told you guys that I was going into dialysis. So that has been taking up most of my time, especially with training and just trying to keep up, right? Because while I'm training, I still have to work. And look at Azalea back there. Say hi. Hi. All of those good stuff, being a mom, being a wife, trying to keep the house afloat, all of that. So today I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do a vlog. We are heading to Home Depot to grab some I think it's like a weed, one of those weed sheet paper kind of covering thing that you put on the ground to prevent weed from coming through. Like, it's not 100%, but it may help a little bit with the garden that we have at the front of the house, because we're going to change out the mulching and put stones. So I'm running to Home Depot right now, and we are going to get some stones, get all of those things that we're going to need to kind of just give that little garden at the front of our house a little oomph, right? So yeah. Anyways, Azalea and I are going to stop and get Slurpees, right? She's so tired and not so excited. Are you excited for Slurpees? Yeah? Stop picking out your eyelash. Jesus! Like, I don't know if anybody else kids do this, but like, Azalea stay picking at her eyelash out of comfort. But anyways, yes, we're going to head on the road, so you'll see all of that. Bye! So we stopped and got a Slurpee from 7-Eleven, and Azalea got her Doritos. So we're gonna make our way to Home Depot now. So after getting all these back, look at my hands. Look at that. Oh my god. Anyways, we have 2 more things to grab, and then I'm going to get out of here because I am looking extra dirty. But yeah, I'm very excited to start working on this project. No. Because it is something that we have been basically just leaving for last minute, and now we're getting to work on it. So yeah, saying that we are excited is basically an understatement, because we are just ready to get all of this done. So can't forget to get these, which is what, fabric and garden staples, because we're going to need that to hold down the fabric. So yeah, we got the staples, we got the things we need. So the last thing we're going to look at is the edging, because Ryan wanted to put some stones at the edges. So let's see. And it looks like it's going to rain, so I think I'm going to head out, and Ryan and I are going to have to just come back another time and choose stones, because after doing all of this, I don't think I can take up any more stones. So yeah. So we got all the stones that we needed, and now all I have to do is pack it in the car. Hi. Hey. So we got the stones, as you saw yesterday. And now I'm just gonna unload them and get them out of the car for now because Ryan needs to go to supermarket. So we're just gonna unload them and then we're gonna work on the garden when we get back. Okay. Azalea is having a whole breakdown because she can't have ice cream for breakfast. So I decided to come outside for some peace and quiet. So I said, while I'm out here, let me empty these rocks out of my trunk. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. That was a little work. So the stones that we're going to be using is Rainbow Beach River Rock. And this is because the white stones looked too, it was too bright, clashing with the outside color of the house. And the gravel stones are I think it was like a river stone. That was too big. The gravel was just too gravelly for me. So if anybody know what gravelly mean, well, whatever. Gravelly, it just looked too much. So I said, okay, I can't go with that. So I decided to go with these Rainbow Beach River Rock. And they have different like colors in them. So it looks really, really nice, especially when we put it with some flowers and stuff. It's going to look really good. So yeah, this is what we decided to go with, and I can't wait to get started. It's time to work on the garden. So yeah, let's get this thing going. Now that we're outside, we're gonna start scraping away that mulching that you see. It's very, very old. So first thing I'm gonna do is remove the mulch. Then I'm going to pull up the weeds that are in there. Then I'm going to drop some sand to kind of level off to that concrete edging that you see there, because there's some space under that thing. I'm going to level it out with sand, and then we're going to add some stone. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do today. I'm realizing that it's a good amount of mulch and sand, and if I take up all of the mulch, I'm going to end up removing some of the sand. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to just leave some of the mulching to help with leveling it off, so that when I spread it out, I can put the sand on it and just pat it down and kind of level it out, and then put the weed barrier fabric on it. So at least I won't be taking much of the ground up, and I don't have to keep purchasing sand or whatever to level it off, but just use the sand that is already under the mulching with the mulching. So yeah. So we have a little hiccup because most of the stuff is concrete. We thought some of them was mulch, and we could have just dig up the mulch and kind of flatten it and put the sand in there and level it off, but most of it is some of the edges are concrete, not most, but some of the edges are concrete. So we thought it was smoothly done, but it was not. So Brian, Brian, what you do?
Daddy, she just go past the broom. She's doing this.
Brian,
Take up the broom now. Take up the broom. I say take up the broom. Watch out.
Why are you doing that?
So why don't take up the broom?
How can you doing it? You go past the broom.
Exactly, you go past the broom, Ryan. Anyways, let me get back to what I'm doing. I got out most of the mulching and kind of rugged up the sand a little bit with the mulch, with some of the mulch, to kind of see if I could get a surface. So some of the areas are deeper than some, so I just found some pea gravel. I just found some pea gravel that I had bought, so I'm going to use that to fill in some of it. So yeah, I'm going to mix it a little bit with some soil, fill it in, because eventually we might plant some flowers in there. So we're just going to fill it in and see what happens. Maybe we don't plant anything there. We might just like put a nice plant pot or two there with some flowers, but let's see. But for now, we're just going to put the pea gravel in there. Alexa, pause. So now that we've got the sand in, some play sand, I'm going to start laying the rocks out in it and see how it looks. Fingers crossed. They look awesome. All right, yeah, let's do that.